Music. Okay. Yeah, greetings, great Biafrans, lovers of freedom. We welcome you to today's evening broadcast program by the indigenous people of Biafra from the Isoko extraction. We use this privilege to say Isoko wadoo, mani Igbo kwenu. Ainzo, Esa oye. I'm greeting every person, every tribe. If I don't know your slogan, I'm so sorry. With due time, I will learn and I will do better. Like I said, this is Isoko Province, Biafra land. That's just a title of my Facebook page. And we are the indigenous people of Biafra. And I want to use this medium to say that we are Biafrans. We are never Nigerians. We are Nigerian by force. We are Nigerian without our concept. Without the concept of our fathers, forefathers, and ancestors. In fact, nobody was even in Nigeria. We are Nigerian by force, like I said. I don't know if I made a slip of tongue. We are never Nigerians, and nobody was in Nigeria. The concept of Nigeria was never put together by our concept. Neither was it put together by the concept of our father, forefather, and ancestors. And that's also go to the Igbo extraction of Biafra, the Robo, the Joy, the Chekiri, the Anam, the Banke, the Calabares, the Okrika, the Doma, the Gala, etc. And before we delve into our issues today, I would like to introduce myself, of which of course many of you knows me already, but it's just like a tradition. We're going to still be introducing ourselves again, so you don't have to get tired of it because you're going to be having it often and often and over again. My name is Idudu Oviemuno. I am from, like I said, Isoko extraction of Biafra, Isoko speaking Biafra. And we are here to talk, concerning things that is happening in Biafra land, and especially how Biafra is going to make Isoko people great again. Because the only time Isoko people were great was before 1960. But from the beginning of 1960, the greatness of Isoko people have been, taking down the mud. I won't delve further. I would like my brother to introduce himself. And of course, he is going to also lead us in a very short prayer before we go further into our items. Thank you very much. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Isoko wadoo, Isoko wadoo, Emisoko wadoo.
Hey.
Yes, I still am a humble boy, known as Clay Moses. I'm from Isoko land, as you can see very well. My brother have already said it all. Now we from Isoko, we are all Biafrans. So first of all, let me go into the reintroduction about myself. Maomutwe, Utwe Odie, and Utwe today is precisely in so-called Delta State they called, because for me, I know that I'm senior to Delta State, right? Because the name Delta State began 91, and me, I wasn't born in 91. I was born before 91, and Delta State is a Biafra land. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, my honorable brother, Mazi Ogenemairo. First of all, before we continue, I would like to use this medium, which of course I've never done before, to apologize to anybody I've offended. And especially, I'm talking to Biafrans, not Nigerians. And if I said some words that have offended anyone, I'm just a human, I'm just a human. I'm not perfect, and don't expect me to be perfect, and not to expect me to be perfect because I can still make mistakes again. And sometimes there was something that happened, triggered just some 5 minutes ago when I was talking. I was talking without me even being in my normal sense. When I woke up, I was wondering. I was thinking to myself that I hope I have not said something very wrong, because I'm trying to say something about Biafra in Nigeria. So I was trying to just know that if what I was saying about Nigeria, if I didn't manage everything, but I will put everything in order as time goes on. Brother Ogenemaro, I told you to lead us in. Okay, anyway, a short prayer, but I thought you forgot.
Yes, first of all, I will pray with my dialect, and I'm going to say a little word. Like my name, Ogenemaro, so I will start using the name Ogene. Ogene Rumeru. Weno Makpo. Weno Mutokberu. Weno Ma Awona Yo Mai. Wena Moto E Biafra. Wogene Wovio. A leader Mize Mazina Dikalu. Ekpan we view Mosisi. Nyesi Emizeli. Voto Egypt. Ere we view a Mazina Dikalu. Zioto I Biafra. Oti siemo I Biafra no oto I Nigeria no. Because my mo I Biafra, my mora Ogene. Ogene. We're no motor. We're no moberu. Emirasa anya lagwe. Noreru areno oreru a. Emenuweta wereru. Ogene viole. Weta kumano oware bobinu mano we. Weroru kumai. Oye lelu mabelu we. Oboni nana. Ibiafra ovu manidi. Ibiafra ovu manidi. Ogene orimeru. Emora bobu na be ho nana. Ogene orimeru. Iviole. Ro ogagara. Roruru emora bobi. Oninavu melenine.
He said, thank you very, very much. And I know as we were praying, I know the Zoo people, they are very funny, and they'll be like, this people now get job. Yes, we get job. And we thank God, and we are so appreciative to ourselves and to Biafra that we are proud of what we are doing. Call us mix crown. Sorry for the break in transmission. I got a call. Can you hear me very well? Okay, good and fine. Call us Miss Crowned or whatever you can call us. We are proud of who we are. We are proud of our identity as Biafrans, and we are IPOB. We are under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Hamadike of Biafra land. And having said that, we'll go into our today's topic. It's going to be a very random one, and we are going to speak as we are being led in the spirit. I hope you can hear me very well, because anytime I have a break in transmission, it's always affecting my microphone. So I hope the audience are also getting my audio loud and clear. So if I want to see a yes to my audio being loud and clear. Today's topic is Biafra shall make Isoko people great again. Because like I said, even before, during my introduction, that Isoko people were great people living in peace and harmony with the little they have. Because, life is not all about having a lot and living in misery. It's all about being contented with what you have and living in peace. We're living in peace before the lugard of a lord, like they called him, came into Biafra land through the command and control of Queen Elizabeth. Through the what? Command and control of Queen Elizabeth, sent him into Africa to conquer. He conquered a lot of territory for her, and he amalgamated us. And according to the zoo called Nigeria, they said that we are now independent on 1960, which on 1960, my father was already, so a couple of years old. I say a couple of years old, so many years old. So that means my father is older than Nigeria. So who was my father before the Lugard put Nigeria together? In other words, like I said, Biafra shall make Isoko people great again. Because after the amalgamation of Nigeria in 1960, after the independence of the zoo called Nigeria in 1960, the Isoko people lost their dignity, they lost their self-esteem, they lost everything, and they become beggars, perpetual beggars. And trust me, if an Isoko man is watching right now, he'll be so angry, especially those politicians who are wearing PDP and APC cap, running from Asaba to Abuja, from Asaba to Isoko land. They will be so angry because they're in their stupid ignorance and their mindset. They want maybe probably I should come here and be singing praise of Isoko people. Why? There is no need to sing. There's no praises to sing about Isoko people or Isoko nation as we are speaking right now, because Nigeria have stolen, have taken, have sink the glory, the light of Isoko people into the mud. So as we speak right now, Isoko is under darkness. That's the gospel truth. We are under the shackles of a zoo called Nigeria. So I would like my brother Mazi Oganamaru to tell us how you feel about it. Like I said, Biafra and only Biafra can make Isoko great again, because in Biafra there is God, and in God Biafra stand. All hail Biafra.
Yes, my brother. Thank you very much. You know, you are such a wonderful person that I kindly said. As sometimes I say, I wish now the same mama and I born both of us. Well, I would have been the most blessed person on earth. But still, I still come to discover that we are all one people. You understand? We are all one people. First of all, I want to show my people one of the greatest weapons that the British used to destroy our people. This is it. I believe every Soko man know about this. The falling Bible. I believe every Soko man know about this. This was one of the first things the British used to conquer our people. You know, today, when you tell Soko man, for example, you be Igbo man, you go say, no, God forbid, how to become an Igbo man. And I found one thing when I'm trying to search through history. Is it that you read history, say Isoko people, they are from Edo State, which is the Godomigodo. Or you read, say Isoko people are from Bayelsa. Those are the two things I always see. Is it that they are from Edo State or they are from Bayelsa? Fine, let's assume yes, they are from Edo State and they are from Bayelsa. The first king in Edo State was an Igbo man. So if Isoko is coming from Edo State, that means to show Isoko people they are Igbo. If Isoko people are coming from Bayelsa, that means to say Isoko people also are Igbo. Why? Because Bayelsa, they are Igbo people. Bayelsa, they are Igbo people. So let me go straight to the question you asked me. The truth is that our people, the British came to conquer our people very well. What I mean very well. That was why I brought out the Bible very out. You see, if you want to conquer people, first of all, what you do is this. You try to destroy everything about them. Everything. Like what I always said, when the British visited our land, the first thing they told our people that everything they do, all the culture, everything they practice, the British began to say they are evil. What binds us together with our Igbo brothers? What binds us together with our Edo brothers? What binds us together with our Urobo brother? Even Urobo today, that Omo-isoko are one. They are trying to differentiate themselves to this. Both of us are no one. So what am I trying to say? When the British came into Isoko land, first of all, they tried to kill that thing that cover we all together, which is our culture. That was the first thing the British did. So after killing our culture, they began to force their own religion into us. That's why you see, when you go to Isoko land today, you find the British church, which is the Church of England, which is the Anglican church. Most people, they don't know. Those are the things that the British have used to conquer us. That's why you see that the Isoko people today, they are nowhere to be found. Why? Because the British so much conquered them to the extent that they were nobody. They were nobody. The things that God have used to bless the land of Isoko, the British have told them that all those things are evil. All those things are evil. The things that bind us together, which is, let me use the word tradition. The tradition that bind us together, that bind us from the Igodomigodo to the east, the tradition that bind us together, the British came to conquer it, and they say those things are evil. That is one of the reasons why Isoko people are suffering today. And one of the other reasons why the Isoko people are suffering today, I keep on saying it, is that Bible. That Bible they said that it fell on Isoko land. There was no Bible that fell on Isoko land. I'm still repeating it. If the Bible fell on Isoko land, the Bible, for example, contained the word of God Almighty. The word of God Almighty, and the Bible fell down on Isoko land. Does that mean that the Bible now come to bring curse on Isoko land? Or does it mean that God is the dirtiest God? Why? Because the reason why I'm asking this question is because, number one, the Bible itself said God is too holy to dwell in a place that is sinful, that is full of sin. So why God's word will not dwell on Isoko land and make up Isoko land become nothing? And made up Isoko land become nothing. If you look at, I don't want to go towards the youth, but let me just talk about the land of Isoko. Even the so-called place that the Bible fell on today, that the British said the Bible fell on. If you go to that place, there's nothing to write about that place. There is nothing, wait a minute, absolutely nothing to write. The people living in that particular place, they are suffering. The hardship that is before the people living in that particular place, that they said the Bible have fell upon. I will not, like, even the people living close to those people, there's also people living close to those people, they are even living a better life more than the people that the Bible fell into their place. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to encourage every Soko man to join Biafra agitation. Why? Because it is only Biafra that will see. I'm not trying to beg you to join Biafra. Whether you like it or not, you are already Biafra by birth. You are already Biafra by birth. That is why the British came to destroy what binds you with your own people. There's a proverb in the Bible, the prodigal son. The Bible talks about this prodigal son. The reason why Isoko people are suffering today is because Isoko people are like the prodigal son. They are like the prodigal son. It is hard time for them to discover themselves, to discover who they really are. Why? Because the Isoko people, they are the prodigal son. What does the Bible talks about the prodigal son? The prodigal son he decide to say, Father, give me my chair, let me go. Then after when he went, he misused everything. But when he discovered himself, he come back to his father. And what does the Bible tell us about it? He said when the father saw him, the father was so excited that even the father went into his poultry to kill the biggest sheep for him to celebrate. The feast that the father gave to him, that there was something else. So what am I trying to say? We, the Isoko, we should come back to our people. Why? Because there's a parable that says a king is only strong when he's with his people. The British has come to destroy us. So now that we have been marginalized in the country, it is hard time that we, the Isoko, return back to our roots so that we can be great again. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother and comrade, Mazi Ogenemaro. I appreciate you. We are just getting started, and it's not everything we talk here. We know we are not forcing you to, accept our sermon or our preaching. You can take the one you want to take, and you can leave the one you want to leave. It is just a myopic mindset that will be saying that, now this ideology now to lead us for the Biafra. And I didn't say that I'm not your leader. I'm from Isoko. Maybe someone that's even asking is even from Ikwere. I'm not coming to Ikwere land to be a minister or whatever. So these are things that you must get into your head. We are here to share ideology, and at the end of the day, we are here to restore Biafra. If one thing you should ask yourself is that if you can live in a Nigeria for 60 years with the Janjaweeds, with their ideology of Islam. Some people are having Sharia law in some nice state, and if I now have my own mindset. So you see, at the end of the day, we all know that 100% in Biafra land is 100% fact that we are not threat to our lives. That is what is more important. We are not threat to our lives, collectively. The BBO are not killing somebody from Igbo. The Igbo are not killing somebody from Isoko. Isoko are not killing somebody from Ijo. Ijo are not killing somebody from Igbanki. You see it? Unlike the Janjaweed. Janjaweed are raping and killing in Ebonyi. They are killing in Delta. They are raping and killing in Edo. They are meheming in Aba. They are just no good. They are just scattering everywhere. That's why they call them Janjaweed. Janjaweed is a word that was being put into the mouth of our prophet Mazuna the Kano, because that word came out, and that word is getting bigger. When you look the word Janjaweed, I don't think that Mazuna the Kano know when he pronounced that word. By the end of the day, when you look into that word, if you divide it into two, you look Janja, it look like riffraff. And when you look at the weed is being defined as unwanted crops. What are unwanted crops? Unwanted crops are grass in the midst of wanted crops. You see, if you look at the Janjaweed, you see that nobody wants the Fulani in their midst. Nobody wants Fulani in their midst. So, having said that, like I said, we're just getting started, and I asked my brother a question, which of course he really went far. He said a lot of things, and before we come out of that, I would like to ask him a question to throw a little bit more light before we go into our main message direct, which is the restoration of Biafra and the participation of the Isoko people. You like it or not, you participate or not, one thing is certain: Biafra shall come, and Biafra is not negotiable. It's not. After all, the Jiho have said it that as a mathematician, I did mathematics in the school. The way Nigeria is going right now, I'm talking about the person of Enoch Adeboye, the CEO of a Redeemed Christian Church of Nigeria. I hope not right now, if he's watching me now, he will say, God forbid, my church is not Christian Association of Nigeria, because now it's now Oduduwa man. If you don't know, make it a no. Say restructure Nigeria or break up. That's the only two options. You don't even need a prophet to tell you that either Nigeria should be restructured or break out. I know some of my Biafran brothers and stuff will be like, no, we are not restructuring, we are breaking up. Do you know that once the restructure come in, Nigeria don't break? Don't you know? Say if restructure take place, Nigeria don't break. So it's the same thing. Restructure or break up, Nigeria is gone. You restructure, you know restructure, Nigeria is gone. You restructure, Nigeria is gone. True restructure, Nigeria is gone. And Janjaweed, trust me, Janjaweed will never agree to restructure Nigeria. And I would like to use the word of Enoch Adeboye, the pastor and the general overseer of Redeemed Christian Church of Oduduwa, not Nigeria. He said that restructure Nigeria or break up, that's the only two options. That you don't even need prophecy. You don't even need prophecy to know that. I would say thank to him, because this is what we have been saying from years to years. Nobody cared to listen. At least Enoch and Adeboye have also said it. Maybe some people will not listen. You were telling me there was one of these programs we were having in Herald of Coastal Region of Biafra land, and there was something you were saying, because we don't have time, you didn't finish it. And I would like you to, if you would say something about it a little bit before we go into our main package. And today's program we're going to make it a little bit brief. You were saying something about the Roman Empire during their conquest and their own motive, that they are not slave. They are not to conquer and slave you. They are just conquer and rule over you. That they are not having that slavery mindset like the British, the England, the Queen Elizabeth and his fellows who want to slave everybody in Africa. When I went to Cologne in Germany, and the word Cologne was a name given to the German by the Italians. Italians were, during the time of Roman Empire, Italians were in Germany for so many years, so many decades, and they suppressed them. They ruled over them through the Roman Empire, and their base was Cologne. There is a city called Cologne in Germany, very big city, and their base was in Cologne, and they named that city Cologne. And sometimes, because of German, they are so proud and arrogant, they don't like to refer to that city name as Cologne, because it reminds them of the colony of the Roman Empire, the Italians, over them. So they changed that name from Cologne to Köln, K-O-L-N, Köln. But still, yet, if you call Cologne, if you want to go there, you can still get the ticket. They know you're talking about Köln or Cologne. So when I went to Cologne, I saw one of the church, and I knew that church I saw, it bring me back into my, I reminisce immediately, and I see that church was built by the Roman empires, because that is not a German church. That church is from England. From Italy. So and the other day you were talking about the difference between the conquest of the Roma and the conquest of the Britain. So can you throw a little bit light on it?
Yeah, bro, thank you very much. Today is really a great day. Talking about the Roman Empire and the British. Why? Because there's no time that the British have become empire. There is no time that the British have become empire. And let me go back to the little history that I've read about the British. Or let me just start the time of Julius Caesar. During the time of Julius Caesar, we all know about Julius Caesar very well. Even Julius Caesar, the Bible, even Yeshua speak about Julius Caesar. If most people don't know, that is where it says, who head is in the money that you are holding. They say Caesar. He say, okay, go give Caesar what it belongs to Caesar. May you can't give the papa what it belongs to the papa. Now that's Caesar now they talk about. During the time of Julius Caesar, the British were under Rome. The British Empire, they were under Rome. And the Roman Empire, they never went to colonize anybody. All they went for is when they go, they conquer you, they will want you to become slave under them. In terms of coming back to pay homage to them. That is what the Roman Empire normally do. Like here I'm living today, it was under the Roman Empire. This place I'm living, Malta is under the Roman Empire. If you have to ask a question, if they only have two people ruling that time, they were having the Spanish and the Romans. The Spanish. So if you have to ask question, the Google will refer you to either Spanish or Roman. And this place, Malta, today will show you that Malta was under the Roman Empire. But you know that today Malta got their independence through British. How could Malta was under the Roman Empire, and Malta is close to Rome here. Malta is close to Italy. Britain is very far from Malta, but they got their independence through the British. How come? So I began to search. When I began to search, I found the difference that the Roman Empire, they were using slave. Let me use slavery. This is the time of slavery. They were using their slave to conquer. They were using their slave to conquer. And who are these their slaves? These their slaves are Hebrew people, because they know that the Hebrew people were very strong. Just like today, let me take my people back to one history. This country today, Malta, when they were under the Roman Empire, the Turkey people are saying that yes, Turkey is an Arab country, is an Arab country. Turkey was held by the Hebrew people. Turkey is black people. Black people host Turkey. That's why in this country today, Malta today, if you come into Malta, if you are a black man, police, they see you, they're going to start to harass you. Italy, people that travel away from Italy to this place, they know what they are passing through. Why? Because it reminds them of what the Turkish came to do to them. Why? Because the Turkish killed them. Let me use the word kill them. They so much destroyed them when they were under the Roman Empire. So what am I trying to say? The Roman Empire, they only go forward. Try to use you or pick those giants that you have. Then they will take you for battles. They will take you for battle. The Roman Empire, they use their slaves for battles. The Roman Empire never enter anywhere. After conquer, they want to colonize, you know. If the Roman Empire want to colonize, the Roman Empire would have been the one to colonize the British itself. The British itself, even France was under the Roman Empire. So if the Roman Empire wanted to colonize, they would have colonized even France. Just like what you said, Cologne. Did the Roman Empire colonize? Did they colonize Germany? They didn't colonize Germany, even though they conquered Germany. So, see, and people should know let me go back to the Vatican. The Vatican they are seeing today, it was when they conquered Germany, that was when they built the Vatican. That was when they built the Vatican City that you are seeing today. And most people thought, okay, no, the Roman Empire, no, they wasn't great like that before. They took the Hebrew people to conquer Germany. So what am I trying to say? When they were conquering, they wasn't going for colonialism. Or the Roman Empire, they would have colonized the whole world. You would have seen that everybody in the world, they would have been coming to the Rome, as in the way the British people, they are using people today. Or the way the French, let me use the French, they are using people today. It would have not get to their turn. Why? Because they would have been under the Roman Empire. So the Roman Empire agenda was for you to just only pay homage, but you will have your freedom. You understand? You will have your freedom, but you will still be, guys, let me say, the warriors, your warriors, they would like to use your warriors for their battle. That is where you have the light of all these gladiator film most people are watching today. All these gladiator film, those are the Roman Empire. Those gladiator film, you say, yes, you are what? Let me use, there's one film that was in vogue then, Spartacus. Or you talk about those gladiator film. Those are the Roman Empire days. So when they caught you, they will use you for battle. What did they, like the Spartacus, they take the Spartacus for battle. The gladiator, they take the people they hold for battle. So there wasn't slaving there like that. But when the British break up from Roma, when they break up for Roma, how did the British break up for Roma? First of all, it was through religion. Though that one should be another day topic. Today is not that topic. You understand? It was through this religion.
You know, our people are scared of religious issues.
You understand? It was through this religion that the British used to break up from Roma. It was through this religion, and when the British broke up from Roma, what did the British did? If you look the time, the British have the highest population on earth then, and the British were full with criminals. They were full with criminals, and who are these criminals? You see in Europe, you know they don't bail in Europe. We all know they don't bail in Europe. So after these people commit crime, then they will put them in cell. When they release them, these people again, they will come again. They will commit same crime. So when the British fed up with those kind of life, so the British decide to be sending all those, when they commit crime, then when the British release them, they will send them out. So when they send it out, that was how the British were spreading all over. Coming with religion. I don't want, because if I'm saying this thing, definitely I have to put religion so that our people will understand. Already, our people should know that then the Roman Catholic has already started existing. When the British broke up from the Roman Empire, the Roman Catholic was already there. So it was an opportunity for the British to go on with that religion. With that religion. That was that when the British broke up from Catholic, what did they create? First of all, they create their own religion under the same Catholico, which is the Anglican Church, the Church of England. My people say that is the same place that they say Bible for put. This is the same British that they say Bible for put. So what am I trying to say? When they create the Church of England, they began to spread themselves all over the world. They began to spread themselves, and wherever they went to, they only conquered what you have. Like when I read about my people, for example, Isoko people, when the British visited Isoko land, they found out that Isoko people were so great and powerful that when they look at Isoko people can easily tell them who they are, what they came for. So what did they say? They began to see our people as evil. That is when our people, Isoko people, they hear that word, wish. Our people don't know what is wish. Our people don't know what is wish before. Our people are so gifted. That's why in Isoko land, you can still go to Isoko land today. If you pick the soil in Isoko land, if you as an Isoko soil, you came from Isoko land as a son or a daughter of Isoko, if you pick the sand of Isoko today and speak to the sand and cast it on the soil, what you are looking for, you will get it. But the religious have come to destroy those places. So what am I trying to say? When the British came to our place, They began to deceive our people. When they deceive our people, they began to slave our people. After they have deceived our people, they began to slave our people. That was where they began to divide us. They began to divide us, and I'm still saying it. One thing that the British used to destroy our people mostly is our first dialect. I keep on saying it. What the British used to destroy our people mostly is our first dialect. Which is that dialect? My people say, which dialect? I said 100%. We speak Igbo was our first language. Igbo was our first language. That was like that general Igbo was our first language. That is where that general Igbo, that is where we got that word for Ugeji. All those similar words, Ugoni. All those, you understand? All those places, those are where we got all those words from. So the British came to conquer that language. They forced English on our people. That was where our downfall began. So what am I trying to say? The British, when they came into our land, they didn't come to use us the way the Roman Empire normally used them. They didn't come to use us the way the Roman Empire normally dominates the world. The British only came to our land to slave us. That's why you see, if you are talking about British, wherever the British entered, they were slaves. This country I'm living today, when you speak about British people, maybe when you speak about British people to the elderly ones, they will tell you, the British people, what the British use their eye to see, they will never forget. This is the same British. What they will say, no, this country I'm living today. So what am I trying to say? The British, they never came with the way of the Roman. The British, their visitation was to slave people. Their visitation was to colonize people. Their visitation was to destroy people. That is where Isoko people are facing difficulties today. Why? Because the visitation of the British to Isoko land was to destroy Isoko, was not to use Isoko people the same way the Roman Empire was using people those days. But they only came so that they would destroy Isoko people, destroy them in a sense that destroy them for their own people. And see, let's come to another way. When the British came to our land, after investing their religious Christianity, let's come to Oduduwa. They were there. The Aruwa were there. The Middle Belt were there. These are the original people of the land. But the British took over the power and gave it to the Fulanis, which are the strangers. What does that mean? That's to let you know that they came to conquer you. That is why you see that. Let me not just go to that step. Oh, hey, Biafra. Let me leave it there.
Thank you very much. Oh, hey, Biafra. I like the word you said that after they came, they saw the Biafra, Oduduwa, the Middle Beltans, and the Arewas, who are the Northerners, the Hausa people, not the Fulanis, but they decided to give power to the Fulanis who came from Futajelo, who are not even indigenous to any part of the zoo. They are not indigenous to any part of the zoo. They carry, after they don't give us their religion finish, we agree with them. According to one of our great comrades, he said that you give us your name, we answer your name. You give us your religion, we are okay with it. You give us your education, we are doing it. Why do you still hate us like this? Why? Everything when you give us, we accept. Your name, dressing, everything, culture, everything we do as they do for England. In Igbo, we they speak. Still yet, they decide to favor those people who are jihadists, terrorists, and who are Sharia law, aeroplane turner, and native daughters everywhere. These are things that, as a Biafran, you have to be a critical thinker. You have to think, because we are not here to entertain anybody. We are here to say things that at the end of the day, if we say even 1,000 words, even now oneself, you collect them. Because let me leave it that way. I don't want to go further so that someone will come over Sabi. There was some issue you said, because we are almost done with this religion. We are not yet to talk about religion, but this particular aspect, I have to do a little bit of history. We are Biafrans, and we have to talk about history. We might not be right in everything we are saying, but at the end of the day, there is sense in what we are saying. You said something about religion, and let me put this one. Religion was built under rebellion. Watch today. Britain, they broke out from Catholic and they go and establish their England church, which is Anglican church. You see, they don't, maybe they want to, they feel like, they feel like, why can't we imitate them and we can see if we can maneuver and be on top tomorrow? Let's bring our own brand, rebellion. Listen, rebellion. Remember, the first church started in Rome, which is the Roman Catholic. Now in England, they broke off and they start their Church of England, which is Anglican Church. Like I said, religion was built under rebellion. Now, check Anglican Church today, which is a kind of evangelism church or apostolic church, evangelism. What are they doing? They are breaking tomorrow, quarter, breaking. The tithe money, now me and pastor go divide them. Pastor say na lie. Now let me and my family go chop them. You see? It's okay. Now so I they go open my own church. Deacon will go open your own church. Deaconess will go open your own church. Prayer warrior will go open your own church. That is why you see church under the England church, not Catholic church. Catholic church have never broken. The main Catholic church remains sealed and signed. But the breakup of the rebellion of the England out of the Catholic church, they keep on breaking. That's why when you come to the zoo today, breaking of church is like good money. Even here in Germany, in a very small city I live, all the church I know here broke up. There is this popular Ghana church here, which of course is no more popular here, And I learned that all the pastors, which are from the zoo, contraction of Nigeria, they broke up from that Ghana man. After they don't stay like 1 year, 2 years, they don't they do activity, they don't they sabi them, they don't they popular for the church. They will break up, they will take member alongside with them. That is what they are doing here, even in this. I won't say the whole of Germany, just the little city I'm living. They have the church that they have broken off from that Ghana church is more than 5 in this small city. In fact, the church African people have in this my small city is more than the churches of Germany, who are here for the past even 100 years ago. It's more than their own. We won't just come 5 years ago. We don't know who church here. Anyway, let me not go into that. Yeah, dialect is very essential. Some people will say that, but and why are you talking about British like that? Are you not speaking their language? I will say that, is it my fault? When you are being trapped in a zoo and the only language they give to you is English, it is their responsibility to change even the Nigerian name from Nigeria to something else, because it's a colonial name. What is Nigeria? Nigeria. In Germany, they refer to you as a Nigeria. That's how they call you, Nigeria. And where comes to it, comes as Nigeria. Nothing I want to say. Nigeria. And after the Ghana, they changed their name from Gold Coast to Ghana, Ivory Coast from Upper Volta to Ivory Coast, and many more, which I can't even mention right here. The zoo are still answering the zoo. They are still telling you that we are the zoos, and they are still telling you that we are the proud Zoogerians. They are not even ashamed to even say, okay, let us look into this issue critically and let us adopt a name. Adopt a name, which of course we know. I'm just saying, if I thought they will even have a little sense to even make some changes, of course, which they are changing will lead nobody to nowhere, because Nigeria is gone and buried. Nigeria have expired since 2014. For those of you that did not know, if you are watching for the first time and you are hearing it for the first time, you have to buy me a bottle of beer. Yes, a bottle of beer. The amalgamation of Nigeria was signed to last for just 100 years, and 100 years expires in 2014. And I wish the zoo are human beings, just as they claim. They would have said that, the amalgamation and the document said 100 years. 2014 was the expiring date. Now you expire. What are we going to do? Are we going to sign for another 200 years or 100 years or 50 years, or are we ready to go our separate way? This is how human beings function. That is why when our leaders begin to say that when you say you are in Nigeria, you are an animal, because you don't reason like a human being. If it was here in Germany, Italy, Australia, Canada, all these beautiful and strong countries, if they have that kind of document, once it expires, before it will expire, they have already started having meeting on how they are going to go after the expiring date. But in a zoo, when everybody is behaving like a zoo, what do you expect? What do you expect? And do I even blame them? You see people dying every day on Mediterranean Sea. Have you seen any African leader, coming to condemn what they are doing? Say, oh, look at our young boys and girls dying, getting rotting on the Mediterranean Sea. They are not even ashamed of themselves. They will still put on coat, suit, look a little bit smart and come to the world power. during their summit and be, try to make speeches. And they are very good in parables, achievement parables. Anyway, I will leave that aspect, and we really talked about that a little bit, and yeah, we'll delve forward into making Isoko great again. Some people will say that you people talk too much. When are you going to take action? It is good that we are talking too much. Let it be that we are even talkative. At least you now know us for something. But what are you doing? What do we know you for? Nothing. You do nothing. At least we can try to inspire people or inspire ourselves or even inspire myself. And you know that already. But what are you doing as a proud Nigerian, a proud Nigerian? You do nothing. You are only good at complaining and picking fault and error from what any mistake any IPOB are making. And we are bound to make mistakes because we are human beings. We are human beings. If I talk now, they say they insult people. So last broadcast and program we are having, Maziog and Emiro, we were talking about Isoko people, the poverty, the hardship, the misery, the agony in Isoko land. And sorry, my fellow Biafrans and proud Zugerians, when we say Isoko, we are talking about Isoko, but the same thing that is happening in Isoko land is applicable to almost every other tribe. In Isoko land, just that the one of Isoko is too much, and Isoko has been really marginalized. But I'm ashamed to say, because even we that is even more marginalized than the Igbo speaking Biafra, we are not even saying nothing. Meaning that means the brain faculty need to be checked. I'm telling you, the brain faculty need to be checked. Need to be checked. You can be saying that we are intellectual, this and this. Look, let me tell you, somebody that noticed something that is going wrong on time is somebody that is more educated and more enlightened. What am I trying to say? The Igbo extraction of Biafra land, in the part of the East, the Igbo have always been at the forefront of everything, right from the time of our internal and eternal leader, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu. This young man was a billionaire. His father was a billionaire. He will want to be a popular politician, looting. But he was not even brought up with those a toggery eye and a red eye, because his father has money. Father was he schooled in England, not a refugee like some of you here who are refugees looking for paper everywhere in Canada and Australia. He came back and he became a general. He want to serve the land. Not that how much are they paying him? How much were they paying him in a month? The money they will be paying in a month will not even reach half of the money he will be getting even from his father's business or from his father. If you want to even be a businessman or want to be introduced to the business, that's why some people will just wake up one day and be talking rubbish about Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, a very innocent and holy man. He was not even hungry. He was not even eager for anything, because he grew up seeing money in dollar and pounds in school in England. Some of you will just wake up and be talking rubbish, and God will punish all of them. So you're saying something about Isoko people, the poverty and the educational system, the harassment, the intimidation, the hypocrisy in Isoko land. And you went further, although I would like you to do that again. After lecturer don't sleep, 100 lecturer don't sleep with one girl. They went from Kano, go sleep with her. They went from Kaduna, go sleep. They went from Zafara, go sleep. They went from Sokoto, go sleep. And so they go use our girls. I'm so sorry I have to talk like this. I respect and I love. But I'm doing what I'm doing because of our women. If we are just men in this world, you won't see me agitating. I will just let them I will just stay on my own. And if they want to be useless, let them be useless. But for our women to be our first priority, because we are meant to defend them. And when we have a country where we cannot stand for our women, that's why we are agitating to go our separate ways, so that we can give our women, a new hope of life and dignity. Because you, as an indigenous to your place, when you allow foreigner to misuse your lady, that means you don't have dignity. If you don't know, you should know now. And let me not even go further. If you don't know, you should know now. So now, after lecture, I don't use them. Do whether they pay their school fees, they not pay. They pass their exam. They not pass the exam. They pay their hand bills, or they not. I don't know what they call hand bill, but that's what I'll be hearing: hand bill money and the other money in the university and the polytechnics. After they don't manage graduate, go collect result again. Then another war. And I want to go and meet the HOD. I want to go and meet this one. I want to go and meet the rector. I want to meet this one. Come and see me in my office and come and not see me in my office. Oh my God, they will use them, mishandle them, rough handle them. And for them, you have to collect results. Come and work. Come and work. Where are you working? I'll be telling people, You are praying, prayer, fire. If you don't have a company within your state, where are you going to get the job? Can you leave the prayer and start asking questions first? If you look at the entire Isoko land, we don't even have one company. So where are Isoko people going to work? And if we have company in Anambra, we have company in let me say like in Iguacha, we have company maybe in Yunagwa. So the company are going to leave the indigenous people of Yunagwa, Onitsha, and be employing Isoko people. Common sense. And when you go there, they don't give you work. You say they are wicked. We don't have even a company in our land. The only company we have maybe all those flow stations where the oil is burning on the pipe down to where they constructed the pipe and not know. That is the only, you just see with its eye. Even the people they put as security service, some of them are not even indigenous. Isoko people are not employed anywhere in Nigeria. Those who are employed are those who have been compromised, who they have converted to Islam at their backyard, and then they begin to put up this their Hausa cap. You know, when you just see an indigenous of your tribe, being Calabar, Ibibio, Igbo, Isoko, Igbanke, Agbo, and the rest of them, no, say they don't convert the moron. So, my brother, let me leave it there for you to throw light on it, and we'll have to go further again. Thank you. All hail Biafra.
Yeah, bro. I think you have said all. You understand, but let me throw a little bit of, or let me contribute a little bit of what you said. First of all, let me start with it. I always said for Isoko to be great again, they need to stand with Biafra. The reason why I will say it, and I will keep on saying it, Omo-isoko. Now only 2 local government now I get to. Only 2 local government. Only 2 local government. As Isoko big reach, only 2 local government. Now 2 local government now I want to go conquer Fulani. Now 2 local government now I want to go conquer Fulani. I always they say for Isoko to be great again, they need to stand with Mazin Adikalu. I still they talk. I say the only reason why Isoko they suffer, they are the prodigal son. That is why they suffer. They are the prodigal son. When people say they don't know themselves, it's just like you have a dog, you give somebody water for hand. You cover the water. For it to open and drink the water, they tell you say may you still give her water, say they hungry of water. Those are not so nice Isoko job be. Like wetin my brother talk. Wetin dey Isoko land? There is nothing in our land. There is nothing. When they mean nothing, there is nothing. Even as we are speaking, Isoko, the villages in Isoko, they shut down, they close. They close. That's why I make one statement for my first statement. I say even the village where they say the Bible for put, the village, there is nothing to write about that village. Where Bible for put, where the word of God, they say the word of God for put. Where the word of God for put. The same place where the word of God for put, now there 9 lecturers, the same people when come for that place, 9 lecturers, they sleep with any, and they go come back to the same land without job. The same people where they say the Bible for put, they go school. After education, they will become useless. See, the men when people say that they live for that place, there's no difference between them. Let me use the word dead body. Why? Because he get as person go say they live there, you go say the person don't die. If somebody will ever die, will say better pass that person when they live. Those are how the people living in that same place that they said the Bible fell upon. Those are how those people are living. Then let's come to all those popular villages for Isoko, for example. When we come to Ole, when we come to Ozoro, where you came from, what did they feel right about Ole? What did they feel right about Ozoro? What did they feel right about Ibrede? What did they feel right about Owe? What did they feel right about Uvrabo? Then there's nothing to write about. If you enter Isoko land today, the hardship before our people is I don't know if it put down one, but the hardship he overwear the rapper. He overwear the rapper. Why the hardship? Why? Because first of all, they don't discover themselves. They don't discover themselves. Imagine you as an Isoko youth, you go graduate finish, After you graduate, let me not talk about the women's side. Why? Because you have already deal with that. You understand? Imagine a man, a graduate, he will go to school, go study petroleum, come out with let me say with degree. At the end of the day, we become jobless. You go say, I go dey drive bike. At the end of the day, somebody when he say he get degree, at the end of the day, you go see he become nothing. The other time, maybe was last 2 years, when the Isoko Youth Association came out. Olomoro chapter, for example, they came out. Why were they protesting? They say, with the Isoko, imagine what even surprised me most, that they block roads with tree. That's to tell you, say, because now only tree now that they go for and go court. Now only one now that they go for and go court. So now that thing now they cause it a block road. And who was the person that came to address them? It was Fulani man, IG, Fulani man that came to address you as an Isoko man. The other time you found our elder were saying that when I was checking news, they said they are begging, that they won't go beg Buhari. Make Buhari still make them one position. I know if I want to talk, I go share talker. They won't go beg Buhari. Make Buhari consider them. Consider for your own blessed land, the land as God has given to you. You won't go beg Buhari. May they consider you. First of all, let me go to another stage. Which Isoko man don't become governor for the state, even state? Not to talk about which Isoko man don't become
governor, not too much. Vice governor.
Isoko man, the only thing with 2 local governments. That's why they say, without Biafra, Isoko can never be great again. Without Biafra, Isoko. That's why sometimes when you talk Isoko man, say, we are all Biafra. I say, no, we are Niger Delta, we are Niger. What do you know about Niger Delta? Now only that Niger Delta, now they say they cover you, now they say they conquer you. Then you know say if you want to destroy people, you divide them. That was what Gowon said. Gowon said it in his statement. He said if the East, with the Igbo, they choose to leave, he's going to divide you as Isoko man. He's going to make sure that he divide una. That's why I said today we'll say, yeah, we'll be sat. Who told you are sat? We are not sat. There's nothing like sat in us. There is nothing like sat in us. So what am I trying to say? Is that the only thing that will make Isoko to be great again is Biafra. Without Biafra, the hardship in Isoko, look at our mother today, for example. Like I was making a broadcast with one of my brothers. What did he say? If you enter and go and search about the history of Isoko, they will let you know that the Isoko, they are fishermen. But today, do you know that one fish for Isoko, they know they feed a buyer. One fish for Isoko, they know they feed a buyer. They know they feed a buyer. Common one fish. I remember the last time I traveled, we were looking for fish to kill inside river. The last time I traveled, we dey look for fish to kill inside river. That was then. What a banner. What a banner. So what am I trying to say? For Isoko to live that hardship, they need to embrace Biafra. For Isoko to live, see, I'll keep on saying it now. Isoko even supposed to even stand for front. Why? Because they are not yet to see. If you go to Abuja today, even if you go to Abuja, they don't know Isoko, whether Isoko people are existing or they are not existing. They don't know. If you come see now, you're saying, even if you tell somebody, say yes, I'm from Isoko, they'll say from where? Who be Isoko? Yeah, where Isoko come from? Who be Isoko? They'll say where Isoko come from. They don't know whether you people are existing. So I'm calling my brothers. I always said I'm calling my brothers. Biafra is the only option, is the only hope. We have no other hope. If we want our generation, our children, our unborn children to live a better life, we should embrace Biafra. Why? Because our ancestors will be so happy. They will so appreciate us, this generation, that truly they gave birth to kings, they gave birth to warriors that brought back their earth onto this world. Thank you. All hail Biafra.
Yeah, all hail Biafra. Well spoken. One moment. He just is something that make me laugh, you know. First of all, anytime you are talking that Isoko is your local government at the chim, eh? At the chim. Well, you know, we are here to say the truth, you know. Although we are being robbed, we are giving robbed. I think that will be, we'll talk about that a little bit on our next topic. Uh-huh. We'll talk about that in our next topic. Some country, even here in this Europe, what did they take big pass Isoko safe na smoting? I'm telling you, it's not smoting. Isoko people. But at the end of the day, we will not see light for honorary data state. We not see our shine for inside one useless data state under Zugerian. You said one word. That when you go to Abuja, they ask, where are you from? You say, I'm from Isoko. They say, Isoko, say, Isoko, na town, na village, and na community. Now, what did I go to ask? No, I'm not trying to talk. I'm a full son of Isoko. You know, I'm not trying to talk down on us, but I'm saying the truth because of a Nigeria that people are clamoring for, that have hide their identity, that have made them to become nobody. Nobody. You understand me? So it's not just only Isoko. If you are laughing, you are from Murubu. It's similar to you. If you are from, if you don't say that you are an Igbo man and you are from Mukwani, you are from Agbo, and you are still saying that I'm from Agbo, they'll be asking, what is Agbo? What Agbo? What are you talking about? They don't know. If you are from Okreka, Ibibi, all this place, if you are from Calabar, Ikwere, if you visit to the, what are you saying? Where is that? Or you will tell that, it's in Niger Delta. It is, in the Niger Delta area, it's okay, Niger Delta. So your name is not Niger Delta. Your Isoko name, identity, which is the number one, that when you say you are an Isoko man, God in heaven will be happy. They have taken it away. They give you Niger Delta. Your Izon identity, that when you say I'm an Izon, God in heaven will be happy and smile. They have taken away. They use Niger Delta to identify you as a Niger Delta. Oh, they are Niger Delta. Where you come from doesn't matter. Your tribe doesn't matter. What you speak doesn't matter. And okay, you are from the Niger Delta region. You say yes. Say, okay, that's okay. Next time when I ask you where you from, tell us that you are from Niger Delta, not tell us that you are from Isoko. Because here in Abuja, we don't know anybody as Isoko. We either know you as an Igbo or the Niger Delta. And you are a fool allowing them to use you as a Niger Delta itself, you to identify yourself with Igbo. And we are from the East. Yeah, according to geographical, expression, they say we are from the East. That's why we have the North, South, and West and East. So that is that. They say everybody be an Iba. Everybody answer Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. So if you not be Igbo, you be Hausa or you be Yoruba. After all, they not mention Fulani Janjaweed. Fulani Janjaweed are not even from anywhere in that place. So if you either you be Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo. Anyway, that is that. I know all these typical one Nigerians. Now where would they? Now their body they strong. And me, I'm very equal to their task. Just that I'm just trying to be, try to lie low and pipe low. Because me, my mouth they scratch me. Sometimes I'm just fed up of how someone who call he or herself a human being will be behaving, and they are thinking low mentality under a Zuko Nigeria, that they don't even know the difference between a Chinese person and a white person, or the difference between someone from India or someone from Japan. They call all of them Oyibo, because you know why? I don't blame them. The education they got from the zoo. Yeah, that is how it is. When you are from the zoo, that is what you will get. So that is that. And could you just believe that it is very quite unfortunate, and it is a shame that you, as a proud Isoko son, Izon, Kalabari, Bibio, even Igbo of all people, Igodo. Once they manage to reach Abuja, they're not gonna allow person here. Biafra, see, I got there for again. I don't move. So you can't start there for Abuja. See, God don't do one for you. You there for Abuja now. So Abuja now is more better than our own land. That is what the Nigerians have turned everybody into. If you are not in Abuja, you are in Lagos. Whereas we are the one feeding the Abuja and the Lagos. They have made our place to look like cheat hole. And somehow, some way, we are looking up to them like they are in London. So when we arrive there, if they say you did for Abuja, the news go around in your village, say, if you move now there for Abuja now, and they live now, they got all do for them. This one Nigeria, honestly, and the way Nigerian thinks is sometimes so alarming. It's also alarming, and I pray that may all give us more grace to follow. I don't know how to speak it in the religious way. May He,
He said,
give us our hearts there to liberate us from this concussion, from this one almighty zoo called Nigeria. Because Nigeria is a death trap. Oh. Nigeria is a destiny killer. Nigeria is a frustrating. Oh. Nigeria means death. If you are saying you are in Nigeria, it means that you are a walking death. You know what we call walking death? You don't die, but now the day when you go, you don't die in the spirit, but in the physical, you are still walking. So any small thing, if a bike hit you, you go die. If an army slap you, you might die. Fulani herdsmen are raping at one side, army are killing at one side, SARS are doing their mayhem at one side, police are doing trigger happy, shooting anyhow they like, Mopo are also firing from one side. What's it called again? Meetic Allah and their cattle rearing from one place to the other. They are doing their rampaging. Everything is going up and down. Even to surprise you or shock you. Even a road safety, they are busy killing people too. Those of you who know one of these, our brother was coming back from Italy after saving some money. He was shot on the road by road safety. He never even get home. He was shot along a road coming from Lagos. Because you know why? He is in one Nigeria. When you are in Nigeria, death can befall you at any given time. It's not a cause. It's just analysis. And instead of you to get angry, get a critical thinking and know that it is true to now through these people they talk so now through these people they talk. I saw a video. I still had the video on my phone where some people were going for church. They rent a bus and they drive into the river and they all drowned. They died. And when they brought the crane to take them from the water, so after the crane come, he hooked up with the bus. He was moving it from the water, and the person who was doing it, he was saying, "Oh, the crane is here. He's bringing it to the glory of God. To the glory of God. The crane is finally here with the help of the local government chairman. This was the board that ran into the water, and to the glory of God." I'm telling you, he's saying to the glory of God in a bus that is almost conveying to 20-something people. Everybody is dead, and he's telling us that to the glory of God that the crane is bringing the bus out. What is to the glory of God there? Is it because the crane is bringing them out? People don't die. People are supposed to be money. Say to I'm not trying to say anything about religion, but it's because of the brain damage. How can you be saying something to the glory of God when people have died? Everybody don't die. They don't swell up inside the bus, inside the water. You know, when I watch the video, I was just shaking my head. What do you say? When you make statement, I watch every statement people make. Like, what are you saying? In a zoo, that is how everybody reason. That's why we say you're a zoo, you're an animal. You don't reason like a human being. You don't reason like a human being. Brother, I think for today, we'll be drawing the curtain very short, and we'll really broadcast for an hour plus. And the topic remains: Biafra is the only hope for Isoko people. Biafra is the only hope for Africa, and Biafra shall make Isoko people great again. If you are there, you're an Isoko man, you're an Isoko woman, you are angry, take your time and make research, and take your time and ask yourself a question: that who are the Biafrans and who are the Nigerians? It's better we live in a country with a fellow Christian than we live in a country where Fulani jihadis Janjaweed are busy killing and raping people. I don't know what you even love about one Nigeria. In a Nigeria where the cow meat you are eating are already be slept with by the Fulani people in the bushes before they bring it to you to slaughter for you to eat, and you still eat it to the glory of God. You see that there's no glory inside there. But in the zoo, cabinet brain, you cannot decode it to know that you are not eating it to the glory of God, but you are eating it to the glory of your stupidity. Mazi Oganemaro, I would like you to give a round-up message, and we draw the curtain for the day. Oh, hey, Biafra.
I thought maybe you are going to put the line on so that people will also call, but let me go in a little bit before you continue.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Concerning the number, I wanted to pin it, but I tried to find the option. I couldn't find it because it's like I already set everything already before I came on live. So when I try to fix it, guess even if you look at the screen right now, you see that it's just using use banner to summarize your talking point and display call to action. I wanted to also edit it and do something. I could not fix it also. So I think in our next meeting, things will be put in place and it will be a better place to flow. Thank you very much.
So in all, let me send a message to my great brothers, right? Because I keep on saying that I'm proudly Isoko son, as they see am. One more to Isoko, understand? Oto rekberu, eru rokpoto, ogene mairi. Down no they go up no they come down. Na God na creator, na wetin I talk be that. Understand? I'm Omoto, I be strong son of Isoko soil. Strong one. So our people, the truth is that now only Biafra na go fit survive us. If you look this country when I dey today, this place when I dey today, Isoko land is bigger than this country. The Isoko land big past this country. Let me say, I don't feel like making videos so that it will not look like maybe I just want to show people that maybe I'm living in Europe. No, I'm not better past my Isoko people my Isoko family where they live for back home. I'm not better than you. I don't deserve to live a better life more than you. We all deserve to live a better life. If you come to where I'm living today, everybody, even the rich and the poor, there's a limit to everything. Even the rich and the poor, there's a limit, there's a way they are living. First of all, when you talk about good health, the rich and the poor, they are equal right when you come to good health. They are equal. When you come to education, they are equal right. Those are the things our people really need. Not be say after you, then when you come to a job and opportunity, let me say, where I'm living for, they say Isoko surrender by river, shebi. If you want to describe Isoko now, you'll say yes, na river. Where I'm living, I'm living on top of sea, where they have no resources. No resources, what I mean, no resources. I keep on saying it, no resources. But I rather live in a place where there is no resources and the Bible have not fallen into, than to go and live in a place where the Bible has fallen into and it still be condemned. So what are we trying to say? More people should support Biafra. For Isoko to be great again, it's only Biafra. You know, sometimes I always said our youth these days, our youth have been brainwashed by our so-called elders. I keep on saying it. Our parents said there is so much light to most of our youth. They are afraid of speaking the truth. They don't even care. They don't even think about their children's future. That's why I only try to speak towards the youth. The reason why I always speak towards the youth is because I say, yes, this boy, they respect elders. This boy is so important. And this boy, when you be to talk about elder, your elder cannot help you. Your elder, the elders in Isoko land, they are meant to destroy Isoko. The elder in Isoko land, the Fulanis are bought there. That's why you see today, like today now, you see, let me come to your place, Ozoro. Ozoro has king. Who told you that Ozoro has king? There is no king. Those are the people the Fulanis are using. Those are the people the Fulanis are using, like what you said. They want to make this thing, Isoko Youth Association chairman, they want to give a Fulani man, a Fulani young boy, they go bring a come and they say, yeah, now I want to represent, those are the people killing you. Those are the people killing you. For Isoko to be great again, every Isoko youth need to use his brain to think about his future. Your freedom is only you that can fight your freedom. Nobody can fight your freedom for you. You think my brother that's here, all our people that are here fighting for Isoko people, do you think that they are not living a better life? They are only considering you. They are only considering you when be say they Isoko land. You when be say still they under the zoo construction called Nigeria. They want you to live a better life. Like for example, I was discussing with one Isoko lawyer. You know what she said? She was telling me that yes, now that you are traveling, now that you are in Europe, you are enjoying. I said, are you not a lawyer? You are a lawyer, and after all, lawyer the angle salary. Say no, yes, I know I'm a lawyer, but due to the country, all those countries, do you know how much the lawyer is? And the 20,000 naira, 20,000, a young graduate lawyer. Meanwhile, Fulani man wey be say no go school. You see that for Abuja, Fulani wey be say no go school. Now be your chief justice. Chief justice, what a shame. What a shame. Then you come to Delta State, for example. Fulani wey be say no go school, now be your commissioner. What a shame. Fulani wey be say no go school. Even your so-called late president, Buhari wey no go school now they vote for say yes na Buhari be our people wey be say go school for Isoko land wey be say that even the girls wey be say lecturer sleep with, the girls wey be say lecturer sleep with, the boys wey be say they frustrate for inside school, their mother suffer before they train them come out. They are proud of you. Fulani wey be say no go school, e become your top, e become dey sit down on top you. That's why we dey say na only Biafra. Then my people say yes, we are the Igbo. Let me tell you one thing. Igbo man can never look towards your resources. Igbo man never finish doing business, finish now your resources now wan look towards. Igbo man can never look towards your. Igbo man is not even eyeing Isoko land. He is not even eyeing Isoko land. Why? Because what you have in your land, the Igbo they have it. What you have in your land, the Igbo have it. Anything that is in Isoko land, why? Because God has blessed we all. God has blessed we all. That's why the British, I keep on saying it, the British came to destroy us the more. They came to destroy us. I would have said, if the Roman Empire would have destroyed us, it would have even been better that the British destroyed us. Why? Because the Roman Empire would have destroyed us, but they will still leave us to be living. But the British came to destroy us and give it to the Fulani. That's why you see that our women today, they no fit go farm for Isoko land. Our women, our girls today, they fear. Look at what happened in New Delhi. They kill somebody. They do the video, and the thing was real. Later, they went to arrest the boy. We know their trick. We know their trick. The boy came out publicly and said that video was a lie, not be trick. That video was real. That video was real. So what am I trying to say? Isoko, you should wake up. Isoko, you should wake up. It is your responsibility to make your home great. It is your responsibility for Isoko to be great again. They need to embrace Biafra. They need to seek for freedom. Even the so-called Bible, when people say that they teach you for church, what does the Bible speak about? Is it no freedom? That's why I don't want to go towards religion. Why? Because if I say let me go, today's topic is not about religion. Because if I said we should go towards religion, I would say that all the pastor and the zoo concerned corner, all of them they are fake. I keep on saying it, 100% they are fake. Why? Because I've come to the level that when I study the scripture, even El Shaddai himself, the creator of heaven, I told me that if I want to know him more, I will become a fool. If I don't want to know him, I will remain a fool. That the little he has given to me, I should maintain it. What does that mean? That's why you see that the pastors today, they are fools. I keep on saying it. They are fools. I say, who be this person where they swap pastor? If your pastor is a man of God, who am I? Am I a son of devil? If they call their pastor a man of God, I don't want to go into religion. Why? Because I'm not here. That's why I'm not here to speak about religion. So what am I trying to say? Every so-called you should wake up. Every so-called you should pick up responsibility. Forget about elders. The elders, they have sold our future. So it is our responsibility to bring back our future. Even in the Bible days, even in the scripture, even let me say Yeshua that we are working towards, we are following today. He was a youth when he began his mission. So how you youth of Isoko land? Sometimes he pay me say our people they don't know their ground again. I lie. I say all right, man. Why? Because Isoko their ancestors,
Let me make a general announcement, please. Sorry, I cut you off. You were on the you are in the spirit. This is our brother Ade Tanyo. Be Miss Ade. So I know do one person. I don't know if it's a fake person, but even if it's not fake, safe. I repeat, even if not fake, listen to what you have to say. Even though if not fake, he's been affected. That is why he's fake. And that's why I'm reading his comment. He say, hello, my people, please kindly help me with any amount. I don't have anything to eat and I wanted to buy food stuff. The pandemic really affected me. I'm doing this out of frustration. Please help me. God bless you. He drop his telephone number or his account number. Access Bank. Anyway, if you have money that you want to bless him, even if it's fake, he's doing it out of frustration. You understand me? So either it's fake or it's real. If it's real, he's frustrated. He needs help. If he's fake, he's doing it because he's hungry. So that is that anyway. And that is what you get when you are from the zoo. Of course, they are staying in the zoo. So thank you very much. Brother, I don't know if you are still on the topic. So because sometimes it will divert you.
So what am I just trying to say there? I just want to call Isoko youth. They should embrace Biafra. Why? Because for Isoko, for them to have freedom, for them to live well, for them to live like human. If you look at our environment, for our environment to come back, for job to be in Isoko land, for let me say today they say Isoko na villages. There's no even town in Isoko. There's no place called town. It's just every other place is half town, but Isoko have no town. Isoko, there's no town in Isoko land. So for Isoko to be great again, I'm using this opportunity to call my brothers, to call my sisters, to call every son of Isoko soil, every son of Isoko soil, every son of Isoko ancestors to support Mazina Dikalu so that we can go back home. Why? Because right now, I think we are living like slaves. We have no home. The reason why I say we have no, because you can't be living in someone else's land and expecting that, yes, you are living your home. No. We hope the Fulanis have already taken it from us. So for we to take it back, we need to come together as people. Like there's something they always like, they say unity is strength. So what we need now is to unite together. So I'm calling my Isoko brothers. I'm calling my Isoko sisters. Not only my Isoko brothers, not only my Isoko sisters. I'm calling all my coastal region family. Let me go towards Delta State. I'm calling every son of Isoko, every son of Izo, every son of Igala, every son of Chekiri, every son of Urobo, every son of Igbo, every son of in Edo State presently, every son of in anywhere coastal region. Let us come together. Let us take what God has using to bless us back. This is the only message I have for my people. Thank you very much, brother.
Yeah, thank you very much. At least we're going 1 hour, 30 minutes already. We really have a nice one and a great one, if you ask me, my own perspective. Yeah, we're running on like before we know it. And I will go back to Adeboye. You know, sometimes some of us, we prefer when we hear it from Adeboye. I'm just saying it's not as if they have not said it before, but maybe somebody is just watching for the first time. You know, today I showed somebody the statement of Adeboye, and he was opening his mind, saying, hey, he said, Pastor, they don't tire too. So he have not even seen the video. He has not even seen the video. And he's even living here in I mean, restructure Nigeria or break up, all risk breakup, because either if you don't restructure it, the country must break up. Coming from Adeboye himself. he said that you don't need prophecy for you to even know that. So that some of you that is waiting for your pastor to prophesy. He said that you don't even need prophecy to know that. It's coming from the GO himself, Adeboye. Yeah. So let me see. Okay. So having said that, I will say this as my last statement for this today program. If you are from the coastal region of Biafra land, the coastal region of Biafra land, which comprises of the Edo, which is the Godomigodo, Delta, Bayelsa, Ibibio, Calabar, and Akwa Ibom rivers, and even Bakassi Peninsula, which is presently in Cameroon. It's also part of Biafra land. You know, think twice and know where you belong. Who is on the long side? Who is on the Lord side? I want to know. And who is on Biafra side? I want to know. Where do you belong? Do you want to live with people who are jihadist terrorists, who are Fulani Meetic Allah looking for land to do ruga? Or you Igbo ma bad, Igbo ma bad. Still yet, I don't think that you are better than Igbo people. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to say anybody is better than anybody. But before you condemn a person, you should look at yourself first and see if you don't have error, even yourself. Or
brother, please, I want to say something. There's one guy that pronounced Ohesa, something like that. He say Edo is not Edo. Sorry, Edo no be Biafra. We belong to Oduduwa. Bro, let me tell you one thing. Edo State can never be Oduduwa. You know why? Because there is one thing that you people need to know. Igodo migodo. Edo State, let me use the word Edo. When time come, Edo can pack art from Migodo. When time come, Edo can pack art from Migodo. So Edo can be Biafra, but Migodo can never be Biafra. Migodo can never be Biafra. So Edo can pack art, no problem. Edo State is Oduduwa, yes, we know. So Edo State will pack art, while Migodo will remain. Thank you, brother.
Something that make me to wonder over the brain of a typical black man, and that's why I begin to speak with English word which they consider to be abusive. If not for the fact that you are here and some other people, I would have put some of those morons where they belong. They are so lazy, so lazy and futureless, so lazy and people of no honor. They don't do anything meaningful on their quiet time than going to party and be eating colored rice and chicken, and doing and fighting and breaking bottle and looking for somebody's wife to sleep with. That is what they normally do. Typical Nigerians. I'm not talking about the tribe. Typical Nigerians. Then when they see Biafrans talking sense, talking about the future, not the old ones who sit in Asura and who say hey, and who say hi, and they will not pass it to love, blah. And they'll be eating cola and walking like retired fools. When young people are doing it, some useless Nigerian will come and be committed of it. Why can't you go and tell Nigeria now? Now this is what we want. They can't talk anything to Nigeria. We are not talking. They are coming here to draw their miserable comments. Dropping their miserable comment. I'll be reading. I try to read some of these comments. I'm totally. If you are in Nigeria, you be and God will punish you because you are the reason why they are killing people every day. Yesterday in Ikeja, a lady of about 22, 23 years was shot at her mouth by a mopo man. They shot her here. I did the video yesterday. Go to my page, you will see it. I share it even in this page.
Yeah, I saw it.
Here. It came out at this other side. The gun scattered all her teeth, and the girl is still alive. They have destroyed that girl for life. Why? Because she's a one Nigeria, and we're here talking. And you see all these useless people who are here commenting. When they see all those videos, they will not comment anything positive. They just say, "Oh yeah, may God help her. God will help us."
Bros, bro, sorry, give me 1 minute. My brother Prince Don Israel. Esan is what? Esan is the Biafra land. If you don't know, Esan, they are Biafra land. I really respect Esan people so much. Why? Because it was Esan people that stopped that jihadist, those jihad wey be say Fulani won't carry enter house. You understand? Because I keep on saying it. I wish it's not the Esan people by now. Maybe we this so-called evil self would have been shouting all those. Though I don't want to speak about religion. Maybe by now would have still be dressing the way the Awishi people are dressing right now. So my brother Prince Don Israel, Esa is Biafra. Esa is 100% Biafra. Thank you very much.
My brother, let me even educate this boy. And if it's not there, I'm educating every other person that will see some of those kind of people who don't have brain to educate them. Now, first of all, will the Oduduwa, they have risen up not to fall again. I repeat, the Oduduwa, they have risen up not to fall again. I pray they stand in their ways and they stand toes to toes, shoulder to shoulder to stand their ground. Now, what are the Oduduwa? The Oduduwa will tell you their slogan is one nation, one language, one people, one language. They not tell you to say to one people, different language, meaning that if you are not speaking Yoruba, you are not part of the Oduduwa. And this idiot who is commenting rubbish that Edo is not Biafra, is Oduduwa. Why can't you start your own program? You say, oh, we are the Edo people. We are supporting our brothers in Oduduwa because we are Oduduwa people. Oduduwa is our nature. We don't need Nigeria again. We are the Oduduwa. Oh, hey, Oduduwa. Oduduwa great. This and that. You don't see them doing it too. You know why? Because they don't have future. Even their thinking faculty doesn't have even future. So you don't expect anything good from them. They only come to disrupt or to interrogate when people are talking. Eh? What stop you from starting a program? Eh? Lazy youth. What stop you from starting a program to educate your own people? First of all, if you even start yourself, I will be like, okay, good and fine. Let us see how it goes. our leader Mazina de Kanu said something that the only time you will see me on a table with all this Janjaweed or with the forum of the Arewa, the Duduwa, and the Middle Belt is when we are negotiating the boundary of Biafra land. When we are negotiating, because now people are not becoming reasonable. We can sit on the table. So, okay, do you know what? Okay, how are we going to do it? Okay, on in the concept of a true freedom fighting, there is no greediness. So I think at this point and at this junction, even the Oduduwa know that there is no greediness. There is no need to hijack people who are not their people. It will also still cause chaos when Oduduwa is being restored or being actualized. So there's no need. So it's better they just take their people, and do their thing, Oduduwa, one people, one nation, one language, one people. There is no Esan or Urumi inside there. So I think a typical black baboon, you need to repeat something 100 times before you would enter their brain. I think maybe when I repeat it next year again, he may understand. But I'm not going to be here to repeat it for him because Biafra is here and Biafra will come. Like I said in my last broker, I said that Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ will come like a thief in the night. I think yes, will come back like a thief in the night. That is how Biafra is going to come. He's going to come like a shock. Before one day now, we'll just go work now. Maybe on Monday I will go work. If I come back, they say they don't announce them for White House. So they are starting talking about Biafra that after December, and they're going to summon every people together and talk about how they're going to split. It will just come without you even knowing. Before you even believe it, say, you will just be happy. So this is the one. If you are Oduduwa, good and fine. But come out and be shouting it. We are Esan. We are Oduduwa. Nigeria must break. Nigeria is a zoo. Nigeria is a destiny killer. Let us be seeing your eagerness for this your Esan into Oduduwa that you want. Not that you sit there, looking for people white to sleep with for students in Europe. You're talking rubbish here. Because I know how this useless of all this moron they looking for where to disrupt. No brain, no vision, no hope. Wayward, wicked, and as usual. When I'm not talking to a particular ethnicity in a contraction of Nigeria. I'm talking about almost all the Fulefu here in Europe, who are busy, going from party to party. They don't contribute to anything meaningful. And when Biafrans are talking, they want to come out and throw some useless comment. Some of them don't even have homes. I live in a flat. I repeat, I live in a flat and I pay my bills. I pay my rent. I take care of. In fact, I'm beginning to be more proud of myself. I take responsibility of myself. I'm an IPOB and I pay my due. I am responsible. I'm not a miscreant. I work in a company. Stupid people. Anyway, my brother, I don't talk finish you. I don't talk finish. So all hey Biafra, and they always try to take us from our topic so that we address them, but somehow we need to address their stupidity, and I've just did that. I think I did it well. So if you're an Esan and you want to be Oduduwa, come and say it. Another day we might meet on a round table, or we can meet on a round table and discuss our boundary and our differences. There's no need to argue. But what we want is that, are you in for the division of Nigeria? Are you in so that the zoo, which is destiny killer to every youth coming up, and in fact, even the unborn children that they are going to born tomorrow, the zoo is already killing their destiny before they are arriving. Are you in so that we divide it? Even if we come, tell us that you want us to divide Nigeria into 100 parts. Okay, good and fine. Let us sit on a round table and let us agree so that, okay, how do you want us to divide it? Let us agree as mature people without greediness in us. Because some of all this comment is out of wickedness, and some of them, in their mind, they still want Nigeria. They just come and throw one kind of viber and useless comment. My brother, I'll hear Biafra. So please, I think I'm done for now. Just close the program and we call it a day.
Yeah, bro, thank you very much for the last opportunity, for giving me the last opportunity. Like, the only thing I have to say to our people, anywhere you are, be you from Edo State, be you for Calabar, Cross River, Bayelsa, any state where you come from, as long as you dey on that Biafra land, we should come together. We should unite together. Because I keep on saying it, unity is strength. If we keep on working individually, they will perish us. We all they go kill us like food at the end of the day. You know, they always said unity is strength. People don't understand why they say unity is strength. The reason why the Roman Empire, let me go back to the Roman Empire. The reason why the Roman Empire, they were so strong then, because they were united. They came together. The Roman Empire, there were three set of people. The Napolitano, when you go to the Northern Roman, when you come to the Vatican, all of them, they came together. They became one. So when they became one, that was when they began to conquer. So I'm encouraging my people, wherever you came from, as long as you are from Biafra land, from Edo State to East, I'm encouraging my people, unity is strength. We should stop differentiating ourselves with language. Both of us will not be the same. We know they speak the same language. Language does not matter. If there's one thing that matters a lot at this particular time, is our culture. Our culture has bound we all together. I will not speak about Christianity. Why? Because it's only Christianity that came to destroy our culture. But come to the real culture that make people. Our culture is what binds us together. If you look at our mothers today, they still tie the same two wrapper, like what our leader said. If you look at our land today, now we do circumcise every 8 days. But I will not go into scripture. So what am I trying to say? Unity is strength. Wherever you are in Biafra land, we all need freedom. If you know say Nigeria know they do you well, you need freedom. If you know say your land, there's nothing in your land, there's no hope, you need freedom. I'm talking to my Edo State brothers. You people need freedom. You people should stop killing yourself. And let me go to Edo State, for example. The killing in Edo State, let me tell you people, is the Fulanis. They are the one that is doing all those things. I will not go into tradition. Why? Because if I go into tradition, my sister who always said it, I wish it's pure truth. But what we need right now is unity. I'm calling my Isoko brothers. I'm calling my Izon brothers. I'm calling my Shekiri brothers. I'm calling my Isha brother. I'm calling my Awishi brother. Even Awishi. I'm calling my Igala brothers. I'm calling every coastal region brothers. Unity is strength. Let us come together. Let us come together. Let us come together. This is the only advice I will have to give to you. Let us come together so that together we can chase our enemy. Thank you very much, brother. All hail Biafra.
Oh, sorry. My microphone.
Sorry, let me speak about this issue. Somebody, James, my brother James said, why Yoruba is claiming Ishekiri land? Please, can someone claim me this issue? Yes, brother. Wait, let me speak a little bit. I believe that you still have something to say. My brother James, the reason why Yoruba today they are claiming the Ishekiri land is because of that king that is in Warri. That's why they are claiming Ishekiri land. Why? Because when the king, because I will not mention the Yoruba, why? Because they are fighting for their freedom also. When the king in Warri, when Edo State were conquered, so they brought the fight also to Shekiri. So when they conquer Shekiri, so they make the king, which is that king that relocate from Shekiri, even relocate from Shekiri to Warri. He was in Shekiri before, not even Warri. So when he relocate to Warri, that's why is his name? Should be Olu or something. Because me, I don't think all those ones they have title. That is the reason why they are claiming that is why they are claiming Shekiri to become Yoruba. Shekiri have no business with Yoruba. Shekiri, like me, with the Isoko, Shekiri have boundary with us. And Shekiri, they don't speak, their dialect is not even related to the Yorubas. The Shekiri dialect is 100% Igbos. When the Shekiri man is speaking, it's like an Igbo man that is speaking. So even the Olu of Warri, Olu is a Yoruba name. So it's the Olu of Warri they are trying to use to say, yes, Shekiri belongs to Yoruba. The Shekiri never belongs to Yoruba. I can, before you reach Shekiri Ebu Sef, you pass places before you ever come to Shekiri. So how will Shekiri belong to Yoruba? It's just like you are saying that Isoko, if you are saying that Shekiri belongs to Yoruba, you also say that Isoko also belongs to Yoruba. Why? Because the Isoko, for example, like my brother now, like me, I have boundary with Shekiri. My brother, I know you have a closer boundary with Shekiri. You understand? So I believe that you will be the one to enlighten this our brother James very much.
Yeah, thank you. We'll draw the program at a close note. And first of all, there's not like Olu of Ichekiri. How can there's not like Olu of Wari. Wari land supposed to belong to even the Urobo people. Urobo will have to stand. Anyway, I don't want to bring division, but Urobo people, I don't know how to address it. I don't want to insult anybody here. Because sometimes the oversabi of some people is turning to stupidity. And let me lead that one. Olu or whatever is Olu of Ichekiri, not of Wari. And I don't think we even have boundary with Ishekiri. No. The people we have boundary with, the Isoko people should be Urobo and Agbo and Ukwane. Those are the people we have boundary with. People who should be having boundary with Ishekiri are Urobo and maybe probably the Banki or some Agbo side. You know, those are the people that have a boundary with Ishekiri. Because I believe that Ishekiri, Urobo people is the one blocking. I think we don't have a boundary with that. I don't think so. I don't think so. So to that note, we are drawing the curtain for the day. So you can, thrill us and also we be the mama by a minute yes sign and mark close.
Omo-isoko, one of Biafra. And you were baby in India. And you were able to Everybody like me, can you not talk? I never put up all the Havana was your son.
Yeah, fellow Biafrans, this is where we draw the curtain for the day. Stay strong and stay resolute. Stay bold. Stand shoulder to shoulder with your enemy. Don't be ashamed to preach Biafra. As a matter of fact, yeah, fellow Biafrans, this is. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did something wrong here. So we draw the curtain for the day. Stay resolute, remain resolute, and be strong. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Thank you, my brother.